What is up, everybody? Okay, so today I thought I would take a little time and talk about winter fishing, winter gear, and how not to freeze your you-know-what's off when you get out there on the water, because the bull red fishing time is here and some of the offshore cool stuff is here, but it's getting kind of cold, so we gotta get smart, guys. So in this video we're talking about it. Wetsuits versus waders. Here we go. Alright guys, so I've been wanting to make this video for a little while now, and I feel like this subject really needs to be touched on. I don't think it's been touched on enough. I feel like either one side you get the marketers saying you gotta have this, this, and this, and on this side you get people saying you shouldn't wear that because you're gonna die, and on this side you get the guys that just go ahead and wear it. And I'm one of those guys that just goes ahead because life is short, guys. So the first one is I want to talk about waders, right? So a lot of people in the kayak world scream saying don't use waders. Gotta get my coffee. But I feel like that's kind of short-sighted, that you can use waders safely. I wouldn't use the waders that are like the duck ones with the rubber boots at the bottom, because good luck swimming with those. But I will say, here's the ones I use. This is just a pair of frog togs. This is just a pair of frog togs right here, and they have the little water belt that goes around your waist. Basically it just goes around right here, you just clip it, and it kind of keeps the water from going in and down. And they have the neoprene feet on them, so I can back you out here so you can see a little better. And they're just, they're full length. Don't hate on me about the mold and mildew, it's been in the garage all winter. And it's just, have a set of suspenders that go over your shoulders. But yeah, this is just a set of frog togs, just your normal set. This is, if I can find the front of them. Yep, just the normal set of frog tog waders, the breathable kind. I got them on clearance last year, 2 years ago, for like 40 or 50 bucks from Gainer Mountain when they were like going out of sale, or when they were going out of business. They had a 50% off at Christmas, got them, and they worked. The neoprene feet, you will feel them get a little wet because they got to let in a little water to keep you warm. But I just wear my life vest over the top of this at all times. And it's probably good to have you a little knife, because what happens when you jump in the water with these, they're like a suction cup to you. And if you can't swim and they get water in them, that's all she wrote, bro. That's all she wrote. Down you go. So if you have a knife on you, you can kind of cut yourself loose of these if you have to. I have jumped in the water with them, but just practice it. Just practice getting in the water with these and trying to swim, so you know what it's like when you actually hit the water and you have to swim. So that's my caveat on it. Don't fear them, just know what they are like if you get in the water with them. It's kind of like water survival school, where you got to be able to shuck off all your gear before you drown. Same difference. But they will save you when it's cold and you still want to fish. It's 40, 50 degrees and you want to go out into the bridge and redfish or whatever, and you got to get in your kayak and it's wet. I've gotten really good at hopping in my kayak, my Outback, without getting wet. So a lot of times I'll just wear like sweatpants, tennis shoes, rock and roll. Just don't get your feet wet. So you can get these pretty cheap, under 100 bucks. They'll last you a few years and they'll keep you from getting wet. Now I want to talk about the other thing. Now I want to talk about the other outfit that I've worn. I'll show you. Here it is. This is my O'Neill set of my O'Neill wetsuit, right? Okay. Let me back you out a little bit. This is just basically a regular wetsuit that I bought for surfing, okay? And I got into surfing last year. It was awesome. You're never too old to start. I highly recommend you do it. End of rant. Get a surfboard, longboard if you're older. A lot of fun. But this is the wetsuit I got, and I started fishing with it. I started using it BTB in the late months when it's cold, or in the early months when it hasn't got warm yet. So like that first cobia run, maybe a little before that, when you're trying to look for, what's coming through. It's still chilly. The water temperature is like 60s. low, like 60, 55, just a little thin wetsuit. This is a 3.2, I believe it is. Yeah, so you can get these things fairly cheaply offline. I got this one for under $100 for Christmas. And there is actually a video that I made wearing this. I just put my life vest over the top of it. I just basically put it on, throw my life vest over the top of it, and it's good. The downside of it is if you're not in the water, you can get too hot, especially if you're paddling and pedaling. So you got to kind of douse water on you to cool you down, because the way these work is they get a little layer of water inside them, and that keeps you warm. So the opposite of that, the black will get you hot. So if you know you're gonna get wet and you've got to break the break, then you should probably maybe think about a wetsuit if you can continuously keep yourself wet. And if you don't want to get wet at all and you're not gonna be in deep water, or you can just rationalize it, these aren't bad. Now, in wrapping this up, I want to say don't get the waders with the big rubber boots attached to them like the duck hunters have, because those are just dangerous. I mean, I just feel like they'll fill up with water, you won't be able to get them off, and you're gonna sink like a bag of rocks. But the other side is if you're wearing your vest like you should be, you shouldn't have a problem. You might have to cut them off of you to get back into the boat. That's the problem, is getting back into the boat. Once they fill up with water, good luck, you're not getting back in the boat. You're gonna have to cut a hole in them to drain the water out, or take them off. That's probably the best way but then you'd have to probably take your vest off, take the waders off, and then all she wrote, because good luck getting the vest back on. So I know I'm going on a rant here, guys, but I just want to say always wear your vest. Pick you out one of these, or a dry suit. Those are way too expensive though, not for me, maybe for the rich guys. I just don't want to afford a $500 dry suit. But that's premier, and then a set of frog togs, and then if you're really hot, one of these, and you will stay warm, or just try not to get wet. So that's really the summation of my winter fishing knowledge and what you should wear. Just dress accordingly, rock out, and just give it your best. You'll learn over time what works and what doesn't work. And I'll see you guys later. Hey, if you haven't, turn on the notifications for my videos up there in the corner. That way you'll get a good notification when I post, because YouTube's being weird about what they notify and what they don't. One last thing, guys, I'm going to link these products in the description box below. If I can't find the absolute link, I'm going to link something comparable so you know what to look for and kind of like what I'm using without having to do the Google search yourself. So hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below with what you wear in the winter, guys. Let's get a conversation going, and I'll see you guys later.